Welcome to the Salt Circle Podcast. My name is Hank. With me is Ben.
Oh, I had one. I had one. What was the what did the Mad Hatters say?
I don't know. Quotes from Alice in Wonderland.
For his job, Calais something. I don't know.
Kaloo Calais.
Yeah, Kaloo Calais. And there was a thing before it or whatever. I was like, I gotta lead with this. I fucking left my brain, even though I just saw it.
Yeah, that's just Alice in Wonderland shit.
I figured. This show continues to be fucking great to the point.
The show's so good.
I'm just like, we could end the episode. Like, shit's fucking cash money. 10 out of 10. No notes. See you next time.
So many bald men.
There's a lot of man.
Adorable guys getting a lot of story time.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that stood out to me even more this time for some reason, God, the music is so fucking good. Like, it's insane how solid the orchestral soundtrack is.
Yeah, they're just knocking it out of the park.
Yeah. I mean, the standout episode for this one is the Gray Ghost. Like, it's not even close for me. They almost. I mean, there was a couple of scenes. Like, I did look up afterwards. Like, I assumed, as soon as I'm seeing what's going on, I'm like, okay. And you had mentioned Adam West voiced the Gray Ghost, and
yes,
I'm like, yeah, okay,
60s
it makes
Batman.
Makes sense that he got typecast as shit. So I'm watching the episode. There's like some points, maybe it was after he sold his shit, and the music just fucking hits. Like, it got me, dude. I was almost tearing up. Shit was fucking real. I look it up and they're like, watch a little interview with him about it, and there was like a note on a trivia thing for the episode, and they were like, yeah, if we didn't get Adam West to do this, like, it wasn't happening. Just so good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Adam West, also the first named guest star on The Simpsons. Fun fact.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
The first one that was just like, this is just this actor. Because the people who made that show just loved that Batman show.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love that Bruce Timm plays the villain in that.
Yeah.
The showrunner of this show is the fucking petulant child who just wants to play with his toys.
My toys. God, oh, right. You know what? I got to get up I have the Wikipedia page open, but I took some notes for this.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's mostly just going to be like, quote, I found funny.
Sure.
But, you know.
Yeah.
Important.
When I was a kid, I would say of these episodes, my favorite, I would have said, would be the Clayface stuff, because
Clayface,
that design,
fucking cool.
That design is so fucking good. Like, and the shit he does with it, they animate with his powers. That's like, that's my shit. That is the Venom shit I crave.
Dude,
his fucked up face.
The Clayface stuff.
It's like that's
super
like.
Good.
It's his, because it's so much his face, like, because at some level he's just Sandman.
Yeah.
He's got that face is so fucking good.
He's got that
in this design.
Yeah. No, I really, those episodes are fucking killer.
God, when he nails Batman to the wall with his giant hand, and then just leaves the hand there.
Yeah.
It's like his arm like slops off. Oh. I just love all the animation on his powers. It's so good. Just turning into like fucking knives or whatever. Oh.
And like, I don't know. That just was that was cool shit. Like, just how he instinctively like forms into his characters and whatever. And then he has the fucking death scene. That's just him acting.
Yeah.
Like that.
I love the line where he says he's not Hagen. Stop it! Like he like wants him to stop being haunted by Hagen.
Yeah.
That shit's good.
Oh, I did have some. You know what? I had a few 4 bits written down about the Clayface story. Let's see. Is this so? Episode 20, and I had one thing from 21 that was more of a, I guess, production question.
Sure.
So, comment 1, that man's face is silly putty. Comment 2, holy shit, they turned him into goo. Comment 3, my fist has punched that jaw before. Fucking incredible line. Oh, it got me so good. Imagine punching a man, you're like, wait, I've punched him before. Who are you? And then I just wrote that the Batjet sounds so fucking cool. Holy shit. Had like an almost
Nice.
I don't know. The sound design is just so good. Like the sound effects are fun as hell. Like even like the Batmobile and stuff, everything just sounds great.
Yeah, and that Clayface 2-parter was written by, like, co-written by Marv Wolfman, who is like an established big comics writer.
Oh,
Who wrote
nice.
a bunch of like he's written Spider-Man. He's done Teen Titans is one of his big things too.
Oh, okay.
He's just done a lot of comics.
Yeah.
Or he did Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I did. I had like a thing, and I think I noticed it maybe once, if possibly twice, in like the previous batch or like across the two. But specifically, I noticed in 21, so episode 21, part 2 of the Clayface story. Like occasionally Batman's mouth moves, but there's no voice line. Like, have you noticed that?
No.
Okay. I was wondering if maybe like there was dialogue that was cut or something, and they just like forgot, or if it was. And apparently, I didn't even check what thing I grabbed. I'm apparently watching the Blu-ray version, so I didn't know if maybe there's like something they cut in that release or something. But yeah, I just noticed a few times of like he's popping off, but nothing's coming out.
Weird.
It's nothing big. It's nothing like that. It would only be like a word or two, I guess. But yeah, okay. Just some animation wonk. Whatever.
We got Catwoman.
Yeah, dude, I'm so not used to that design being Catwoman. Like at all.
Oh yeah, this version, and this is like setting this apart from the movie, because this is definitely a completely different take on Catwoman from the Tim Burton movie.
Oh.
Well, in that version, she falls from a great height and like dies, but gets resurrected by cats nibbling on her in that movie, because that movie's dumb.
Jesus.
And like it's like she's like more fucked up. It's a more fucked up take on Catwoman.
Gotcha.
This is more. She's just a sexy cat lady who uses her cat to steal things.
I was gonna say
It's
she has
more,
a cat
like,
sidekick.
traditional.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. Like nothing.
I'd say
Solid.
it's like more in like the gray thing. I don't know if the gray outfit was done before, because like her traditional outfit is just like purple, I think,
Sure.
in the comics.
The important thing is that she said cat trips. Or Batman did. Someone made a cat pun, and I was like, yeah, they did it.
Yeah, because she threw out cantrips, but they were all little cat
Cats.
shaped.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That shit's great.
That's
Fucking-
like, just if you animal themed character, go all the way.
Yeah, dude.
Do it.
Like her, like we saw Bruce blushing a little bit
Yeah,
because she's stunning. And they kiss.
he's
and
into it.
I forget what the hell she said. Like something I wouldn't let something's coming between us or whatever. He's like, yeah, it's the law. Like the law is coming between us. I'm like, it's fucking good. He wants it, but the sense of justice is just too strong.
He's dedicated his life to justice. He married justice.
Yeah, he's not about to give that shit up. Yeah, man.
He's horny, but he's married to his job.
Yeah, dude. Let's see. What was
Got
we got the invisible dude. We got See No Evil.
Mm-hmm.
That was I knew that it wasn't as it could have been way worse.
Sure.
Because like without like I don't know, I didn't know what the hell was going on, but like for some reason I didn't connect like this is a cartoon, so like the invisible person is probably just like her dad or whatever. But like you come in cold and you're like, here's a doll. I'm like, what the fuck? This is fucking
creepy,
fucking grim. It's like, oh, it's his daughter. I mean, like he's a shitbag, but like at least it's his daughter, and like he's just fucked in the head instead of other shit.
Yep.
Also, him, I forget what happened, but we get the reveal like his face, or when he reveals himself to his daughter, it's just his face. Classic. Fucking love it. Great bit.
I like him getting beat up, but it just his head is animated. There's good shit with like Batman riding on the car that's invisible.
Oh yeah.
That sequence is great.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh, the security guard with his sandwich. When Batman goes, it's like follows him out to the construction site.
Yeah, man.
It starts yelling at the guy. The security guard is like, "Fucking what? We're just sitting here eating." This guy's pinky out,
dude. The pinky out, the sandwich pinky out is fucking incredible.
Oh, just such unnecessary details. So strong. Man.
Dude, like the humor in this is so good, but like not in a super conventional way. Like we said the other time, like that or for the last batch, like the security guard fucking someone's in the bathroom twice.
Yeah,
this is gonna be an emergency. Like that sort of shit just hits.
Yeah, it's like actually comedy setup writing. Instead of just quips, which is so overdone in superhero media these days.
We got an actual we got a version of a Marvel thing, my least favorite Marvel line from my limited experience. We got like the version of that's not shit in here, because in Avengers I mentioned it before where Captain America hops onto the cop car and he tells the cop what to do. He's like, you got to do this, 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 and this. And the cop is like, who the fuck are you? And then a bunch of aliens shoot stuff, and Captain America like deflects all of it, and then he like throws his shield and it bounces off an alien's neck, and he does like a kick or something else. And then he turns around to the cop, and the cop turns around and the music like hits a little bit, and the cop is like, all right, we have to do this, 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 and this. I just hate the execution for some reason. It brings a raging fire into my soul. But here we got like the same thing where Batman comes behind in the hostage situation in episode 27, I want to say. No, episode 26, Appointment in Crime Alley with Roland Daggett. In the explosions, he's behind the SWAT dude, I guess, who's like they're ready to charge and like try to rescue the hostage, probably unsuccessfully. And Batman's like, you shouldn't go in there yet, and blah blah blah. Like, I'll do it. And the guy's like, who do you think you are? And he turns around, but it's like quiet. It's quiet. There's no music. Like, it's just like, oh, yeah, all right.
The guy I was talking to just didn't see that. He just didn't look at him.
Yeah, he just didn't turn around. It's fucking great, dude. Like, that's incredible. That's easily the far superior version of that bit. It made me so happy.
Yeah, because there's no like, who do you think you are? Like, superhero, obviously lame. It's just Just literally didn't know.
Yeah,
and
because
then,
you didn't know.
Oh, it's Batman. Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Like, oh, this guy. Okay, I've made a mistake.
Oh,
We got the
God.
we in terms of like, you know, I mentioned I looked into like what fucking year are we in, and it's supposed to be like all of the years. The football game, they're in like the old school like leather helmets and shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh man, that shit was good. I didn't even
Less concussions, but more like actually fucking up your face.
yeah, you know, the good old days. I
Plus
support it.
concussions.
Less concussions. Not no
Still concussions.
Well, you know, the rate of concussions rises when your strategic defense is making a pyramid on the field. But whatever. For those who don't know, I assume Hank knows. For those who don't know, that's a thing that fucking happened in I think the 30s, right? Like early football, like
Yeah.
we have no idea how to fucking play this game. Form a human pyramid. Block
Form a
the
human
ball.
pyramid. Block a field goal with your face.
Yeah, that's not something from Batman. That's something from reality.
Early football was wild.
Yeah, man.
The forward pass was an invention at some point.
Yeah, man, that'd be a good episode. Explore the origin of football or something. I did not recognize.
Have you watched there's a John Boyce thing about the high school game that's like 222 to
3 or
0?
whatever 0? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not watched the video, but I've like read about
good.
it. So that'd be a good. Yeah, someday.
That video is tremendous.
You gotta throw all this shit on
That's
the podcast,
one of my
man.
favorites.
There's too many things to watch.
Sure.
You gotta force me to do it. Even though I want to, like, you still have to make me.
Sure.
I did not recognize Robin. Like, I didn't know it was supposed to be him, and then it like fucking. I didn't know if I don't think we saw him without the mask before this, did we? I think we just saw him as Robin. That I can remember. I think we only saw him.
There
like,
might
once.
have been like one scene at the end with him as Dick Grayson. I don't remember.
I mean quotes reveal was good. Like, it's him dealing with this. I'm like, okay, what are these two guys gonna do? Like, what's happening here? And then it cuts and he's like talking about his roommate, the Batman. I'm like, oh shit. Robin's going to school. That's great.
I think we'll finally get Robin's origin story next batch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is just funny in these early episodes. Just sometimes Robin's there.
Sometimes Robin's just fucking,
You know, look, he's in college. He's busy.
That's true, man. But good for him, you know.
Yeah. He finds time to be Robin sometimes. We got the first appearance of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I looked up, or I noticed while I was looking up something else. This is like her first ever appearance, right? Like, she was invented for this. That's fucking.
She
wild.
was invented just because they wanted, like, a henchwoman for the Joker.
Man,
That's it.
out of all of the characters they could have invented, they invented the most annoying one.
Wow.
She's actually not bad. I like to riff on her. She's not that bad here. Like, she's not full on like whiny voice with hella thick accent.
Well, I think other people that try to do this voice do it worse.
Like in official content as well, or like you mean just your average asshole like at a convention?
No, in official content.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Tara Strong, who I like as a voice actor, does a bad Harley Quinn in a lot of in like the Arkham games or whatever.
I can't even think like limited experience, I guess, with stuff, but I've been exposed enough to be annoyed by it, I guess. But like this, the Harley Quinn animated series, I think she's fine. Kaylee, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She does a fine job because it's not super grating, like it's just more normal. And then in I mean DC superheroes, Supergirls, it's also fine. But yeah, it's okay here. Like Batman in its entirety, got to get over some of the shit first impressions I had.
Sure. Also, that episode is hilarious.
Which
Joker's
one?
favor.
Oh yeah. Okay, I had notes for that one. Yeah, fucking just a great concept.
What a good Joker episode. Just like got in a car accident with this guy, and just like the guy begged for he'd do anything, and Joker's like, really? Okay.
Oh man, it's so
and then
good.
like sat on it for 2 years. And then it shows up and it's just, I need you to hold open this door for me.
God. And the dude fucking tried to get away. He moved like out of state or whatever, or out of the city at least, and like fucking everything else. Joker had tabs on all of it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
His hobby.
It's so yeah. God, it's
Batman's
so
like,
good.
he called you his hobby.
Thought I was his hobby.
Like, and he's like, and then him threatening Joker with the bomb at the end because he's just fucking had it.
Like, if you don't kill
And
him,
then
he'll just keep doing stuff.
Joker yelling for Batman, and Batman's been standing there the whole time. It's like, how long have you been there? Long enough.
God, just an incredible.
The bomb is fucking fake, and Batman fucking laughs. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, the fucking chuckles bit where he's like, that fucking sent me, dude. I was laughing way longer than Batman was. I don't know what made me write it down, but under my little notes for this episode, I also just had God Mark Hamill is so good. Like, I don't know which moment brought this about, but like, just
the way he changes on a dime between like the Joker's like how he's feeling in that moment, like the high pitched laughing to like the low fucking rage. Yeah, I love this perspective of just seeing the Joker interacting with a normal person.
Yeah, dude. And like, I don't know. I feel because I'm used to like the darker.
Or just like the idea of a person. You get some road rage. Oh no, you had road rage against the Joker.
Just terrible. Worst outcome. You would think
Joker just driving down the highway.
Yeah,
he's
just fucking driving in like a car. Like he legitimately just seems like he's minding his own business. Like he's getting milk and eggs or something. Yeah, this stuff is great. I definitely like the vibe more. Like, not that he's not doing bad things, but like, it doesn't feel like he's doing truly, like, to average people. He's not doing. I don't know. I don't know how to phrase.
He's
it.
not a hyper murderer.
He's not a hyper murderer. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like this dude, like he doesn't kill him for road rage. He just like he gives him 2 years.
Yeah, no.
And like we get the and then he's good after that. He gives Batman the book. It's fine.
He's working on schemes. They're not good, but he's not just mass murdering people.
Yeah.
To like an extent where like it's ridiculous that Batman doesn't kill him.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, you watch this, like, we'll take this episode, and it's like, like, Batman, like, Batman's right. Like, he doesn't deserve to fucking die if he can be, rehabilitated. Like, other Jokers out here, like, fucking ready to mass murdered everybody. I don't know, man.
Yeah. There's like a way you can try and make walk. Like, I just feel like you make. It's like, I don't know. Like people like said, oh, should the Batman kill the Joker? It's like, it's a stupid question. The point of Batman is that he's a superhero who doesn't kill people.
Yeah.
That like he has like a code or whatever. Like, really the important thing is he doesn't use guns more than anything. But like, just don't break the thing. Like, these are not like characters that can support being pushed to those extremes. I just don't think. So like, if you push the Joker to those extremes, then yeah, no, it breaks, and Batman should just kill him.
Yeah,
but that's less interesting. You've then made this thing more boring. Great, thanks.
I forget.
And less fun. Like, the Joker should just be someone who's fucking you don't know what he's gonna do, not just someone who kills people.
I actually forget. Multi-part question. Was the Killing Joke the first time that like he died? Like, was it by Batman's hand? I don't actually remember the details. I don't even know.
Does he die in the Killing Joke? I don't remember.
Is that the one? I thought that's the one where he died. I thought there was a thing where he got killed, and that was like a moment or whatever. Maybe I'm misremembering. It had the word "kill" in it, so I assumed.
No.
Has he ever died?
Yes.
What? How?
But it was in Grant Morrison. It's like not that long ago. Batman stuff.
Gotcha.
And like, if the Joker dies, it probably was not the Joker. Like, it was someone dressed up as the Joker.
Well, yeah, sure. I meant like the actual Joker. I mean, I guess it's not the.
It looks like the first time he died was in 1940.
Yeah, I saw a thing when I typed it in just now briefly. It was like he died and got brought back in subsequent issues, like constantly, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess people interpreted the end of the Killing Joke as Batman killing him. I just didn't when I read that comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like. I also don't think he should he should die.
Batman definitely kills him in Dark Knight Returns, though, I think.
The movie? Is that the movie?
No, the comic. That's the big Batman comic from the same year as Watchmen. But that's like old. That's like takes place in the future.
Gotcha.
That's old man. That's like old man Batman coming back out of retirement or whatever.
Gotcha.
And that's like super grimdark.
I mean,
which is why it's popular.
Yeah. Man, getting into like this show, and I mean also like with any of the Superman stuff we've done. I guess not any of it, but like a lot of the shit we've done now. I look at any superhero thing and I'm like, this needs to be more fun. Like, it needs. Why is it all so grim? Why can't it just be fun?
Iron My World.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks being here. You recognize how shit everything is. But whatever.
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff.
No, yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like how much of what people like is shit.
Yeah. I mean, and fucking, I feel without getting specific for various reasons. Some of the younger folks in my life definitely following in like the same trend of like loving the Dark Knight and shit and how like cool it is, and like, you know, Grand Theft Auto is the best because you can like just kill people and blow shit up and do whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Look,
I
like The Dark Knight, and I enjoyed playing Grand Theft Auto 3. Like, look.
Yeah, man. I'm not saying like
But,
you can't like those things, or that you, or even that you shouldn't or anything, but like I feel like it's not uncommon to be at a point, especially when younger, where you're like, this is the greatest fucking shit of all time.
Sure.
And then if you're me, you know, cut to 20 years later, or not 20, I guess. I'm not that old. I'm a baby still. Like 10 years later, I guess, 15. And you're like, man, I like it when, you know, you get to like play stuff like Animal Crossing or read a wholesome comic about your insert hero here.
You're in a just wanting wholesome things like way more struggling than I am, though. I still like ultraviolence. I just want it to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's in common.
But pure violence,
look,
still good.
Man, like live action stuff is the only thing where I'm not like. I mean, like I'm down for like anime ultraviolence or manga or comics. If it's fun. I mean, I trust you to not be like, we're just going to pick the most miserable edgelord thing of all time. I don't want that, at least yet. I like some of that game. You know, I'm not opposed to reading that at some point. Even if it was soon. If you hit me and were like, okay,
well, I'm gonna make you read The Dark Knight. We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not like, because
partially because they adapt part of it in an episode of the show, but not until later. Not until post Superman.
Gotcha.
So it's in the new art style. It's after that switch over. So we've got time.
Yeah. But like, I'm not like, that won't even be remotely a forced march. I think the part of the benefit.
And also, that comic's good. It's like, it's not that stuff can't be fine. It's that stuff became popular, and like people cannot let go of it. It there was never like the phase where it stopped being like that went away.
Yeah. And I'm
like, it became it's held a dominance over the medium in a way that's like annoying. Although I guess like in a way I'm like wrong, because it's not like the Marvel movies are that dark. They're just
mediocre
annoying in other ways.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that's like Hollywood mediocre.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, different. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I will be happy to read The Dark Knight whenever we get there.
Yeah.
But
DC in particular has had a problem with this of like getting.
Sure. I mean, based on their still kind of fucking floundering cinematic attempts.
Yeah.
They're both a little darker and bad, according to what I've heard, for the most part. I guess I don't know. I've heard good things about the Batman, but
the Batman I still haven't watched.
Well, 3 hours. I was thinking about it while watching these episodes. I was like, maybe I'll watch the Batman. I'm like, oh right, that shit's 3 hours.
3 hours.
I could watch.
There's a much better Batman movie that we're gonna watch pretty soon. It's called Batman the Animated Series: Mask of the Phantasm, and it's like 75 minutes or something.
Yeah, think about it. We could watch that and multiple episodes instead of watching the Batman.
Yeah. There's the one episode of this show where it's just a con artist pretending to be a sorcerer.
Oh my god, that shit was so
He's
good.
got a wig.
What was his name? Nostramos, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nostramos.
It's fucking high society cult.
Dude, that shit was so good. Like I like that as a I mean, it was fun here. I don't want to see it like all the fucking time, but it reminded me of how like when I wrote some reports involving like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's like he was into that shit and like to a stupid degree.
Great.
Like, and that's fine, you know, if he believed that at the time or whatever, but like he would refuse to believe like when it was directly contradicted. For example, he thought Harry Houdini was literally magic, and like they were good friends, like their families were friends, and Harry Houdini was like, I need you to understand that I'm not magic. It's like just skills. Like it's just like it's trickery. It's all real shit that just it looks like magic because you don't know. And Doyle was like, nope. You're fucking psychic. Like refused to believe it.
Can't fool me.
Yeah, like that's exactly what a magician would say. But he attended to like all these seances and shit, and like, you know, it's high society, same bullshit, and like he would go around and like write about which ones were real and which ones are bullshit and everything. So I just like seeing it here. I was like, all these rich people just fucking, yeah, we'll give you millions of dollars.
The thing I really like of that episode is when Bruce has to like pretend to join.
Yeah.
And then his friend, she gets so mad and
She's
disappointed
so
in him,
pissed.
and he just has to eat it.
Yeah. Yep. And then even afterwards, like he still has to roll with it. He's like, yeah, well, it happens to the best of us.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah. Dude,
I just have to pretend to be a fucking moron.
that episode had another 10 out of 10 instance where my note just says Bruce Wayne goes into elevator, Batman comes out. I fucking love it.
Oh, I love the one where I forget what episode it is. I think it's one of the Scarecrow ones where he like runs up the stairs, and you see him like just become Batman at some like halfway up.
Yeah.
That shit's so good.
That and I sent
And
you,
that's just straight up like those the way Superman would transform.
yeah. Man. And I sent you the screenshot, like him disguised as a janitor, but he's just wearing the Batman shit underneath.
Yes, every time he's like Batman puts on a hat over his cowl.
It's so good.
That's always
dude.
good.
It's fucking incredible.
Always good. Always a good bit.
Yeah, man. Oh, that fucking got me so good. I was like, oh, okay, this is just fucking Bruce in disguise. No, it's just fucking Batman. Oh man.
It's just funnier if he's Batman already.
100%. The fact that they don't even like lead with it. They just show him from the back and it looks totally normal. Like you can't see the color or anything, and then it fucking cuts. Oh
no.
It's so
no,
good.
like the understanding of like just play Batman straight and it's hilarious. Like that's such a key, because that's like kind of key to like part of the Adam West show too. Just like that Batman is like the square. He's like a square.
Yeah.
In terms of like being straight laced and kind of lame, even though he's dressed as the fucking bat person. But that's part of the joke. That's part of what makes it funny.
Dude, I'm looking forward to doing some of the Adam West stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of the vibe I'm in right now, or at least the vibe encompasses stuff like that.
Sure.
But
yeah, so I had one day doing Batman Brave and the Bold, which is pure, just silly fun Batman.
Hell yeah. Oh, we got a lot of for some reason that made me think of like just other other good shit in this. Regarding like gadgets. We got so many cool gadgets. Got the fucking respirator that perfectly fits around his cowl. Looks so good. We got the red eyes for like when he throws the flashbang at what's his name? Gator guy? I don't remember his name.
Killer Croc.
Right. Sorry. I'm not a species.
Killer Croc. He's a reptile man, but he's wearing pants.
Yeah. And we get like no origin. Like he's just a dude. He's just a reptile
he's just
man.
a dude.
He wrestled for a while.
He used to be in the circus. He was a wrestler. Then he turned to crime.
Pretty fucking good.
He's just out here trying to frame Bullock.
Yeah, man.
He throws that manhole cover into that car door.
It just fucking crumbles. That was great.
That bit of animation is so good.
Yeah, dude. We had. There were two. I thought there were two things with like the Batmobile, like gadgety things. I guess the one was in that same episode. A nice little touch of like I guess it's not the Batmobile, but Batman's in the Bat submarine. I guess whatever it is.
The Bat Sub.
The Bat
Bat
sub.
boat.
Yeah, the thing. The Bat water aquatic transit vehicle.
I think it's a bat boat, but it is also a submarine.
He was definitely underwater because the thing that he did is before getting out, he like pushes the button so the cockpit fills first, and then it opens.
Yes.
I'm like, that's so fucking cool that they did that.
Yeah,
It's just a nice
that's
little
just how
thing.
water works.
Yeah, dude. It was great.
Yeah, it's called the just bat boat. One word.
Okay. Oh, we saw him when I guess it would have been the episode with Robin. Yeah. Because Robin was scared, right? Because he had touched the fear dust or whatever, goo.
Yeah.
And they're leaving, and Batman's like, "You can be my extra set of eyes. Like, you don't have to do anything crazy." And he's like, "Don't worry, I'll drive slow." And the fucking jet kicks on, but then he drives slow. Oh man, it was so good. Yeah. Oh man.
It is funny how they structure this, where we get like 2 Scarecrow episodes kind of like really close to each other.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. I mean, not that it's like anything that whatever, but yeah, like pretty close together. When we really should have been double dipping on the Clock King.
Oh, what a good. He's committed no crime against you. Worse, he made me late.
God, felt it in my soul.
He loves clocks, so he's real good at jumping on all those gears.
Yeah, well, because he has the timing, dude. It's all timing. That's why.
Timing.
I mean, that shit was great. He's like, "I've watched you fight Batman. I know your punches take a 20th of a second to connect or whatever." Batman's like, "Well, do you know how long it takes me to do this?" Fucking kicks him. That was a great episode.
He's got his clock hand sword.
And his glasses have little clock hands.
All his bombs are expensive watches.
$6,000 watches.
Dude, this is why you're $20 million in debt or whatever.
Yeah. Man, that shit was good.
Help me, my family is starving.
As soon as
making $6,000 fucking grenades.
It's incredible that, I mean, because you know what's gonna happen, right? As soon as the episode starts and this dude takes his break, you're like, okay. But just like, it's so fucking funny. Like I sent you the screenshot. I'm like, this man's gonna take his coffee break 15 minutes later and try to fucking murder an entire city. I was a little off, but also.
But not. Also, like, he's such a, like, his demeanor is so, like, weirdly self-serious, but then he just loves, like, drawing the, like, devil horns and googly eyes
Yeah.
on the mare.
Yeah, deal like,
Like,
the
he's
bear.
such a child.
Yeah. God.
Like, his big thing is, like, hanging a giant poster of the bear with, like, shit drawn on him.
It's so fucking good.
So
Alfred wants Bruce to eat before going to the campaign thing because the food is terrible at them. Bruce is like, no. He wants to keep his supporters, like, in his field. He has to feed them well. They're fucking ahead of him. They're in front of the mayor while they're driving.
yeah.
Oh, so good. That episode was the one that I just happened to, like, find a moment of appreciation, like when he turns around the watch, I guess, like, the remnants of the watch bomb or the stopwatch bomb or whatever, pocket watch bomb. There it is. That's the word.
Yeah.
And he sees, like, the serial number on the back or, like, the brand and stuff, and he's like, why is he using a $6,000 watch? And I really just. I really like how we get more of, like, Detective Batman, which we've talked about before, but
Yeah.
it's just, like, it's such a nice thing instead of just like, he's saving people. Like, he's doing.
It's an important
he's
part
doing
of
detective
Batman.
work, man.
If you're telling Batman stories, Batman should do detective work.
Because he's
Simple.
Because he's smart, right? Like, that's his deal.
Yeah.
He's always
He figures-
planning and shit.
The world's greatest detective.
Yeah.
That's primarily what he is.
And he's still, like, I guess kind of related. The other thing, like, he doesn't just win. Like, he gets the shit kicked out of him sometimes.
Yes.
Like, every fight is
Yeah.
a struggle, man.
Uh-huh.
Like, he's not superhuman.
I do
He's
love
just a
that every
dude.
time Robin is there to just take more of the shit, get
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's great. And the
But yeah,
it's just solid.
the fact that the Clock Kid goes from, like, I'm gonna discredit the mayor to very quickly descends into, I'm going to tie the mayor to this clock tower, so then he'll die at precisely 3:15.
Yeah.
Also, like, the way this show will just, like, have a setup and then go blank years later.
Yeah. That was completely unexpected. It was like 7 years later even.
You're like, wait, what? But luckily, this city is, like, fucking timeless, so.
Yeah, 7 years is nothing.
Yeah. Things don't actually change in 7 years. It's just
Yeah.
the setup for how long. Like, with Joker's Favor, like, 2 years later.
We did get, speaking of time, we did get some other interesting and also cool stuff with Batman's past, like with his parents, Bruce Wayne's parents and shit. What was the doctor's name that helped him? Linda something?
Leslie Tompkins.
Okay. Well, I got the L right. That was super cool. And, like, that, I guess she knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman, it seemed like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just super, like, the slow roll on that, even though I, like, know the shit roughly, is just so good. Like, seeing those moments is so cool. And then in the Dreams in Darkness episode 28, our final one, like, when he's tripping in the cave and he sees his parents and he's, like, freaking out, like, that shit is really good. They're giving, like, just enough of it so that it keeps it, like, a relevant point, but also they're not overusing it, and it's just really, really good.
Yeah.
It hits.
That one's extremely based on an actual issue of a comic, which is also, like, where Leslie Tompkins literally comes from.
Oh, the Appointment in Crime Alley.
Yeah, the comics just, it It's just called There Is No Hope in Crime Alley.
Gotcha. I mean, I sent you that screenshot of the woman saying bad things happen to people in Crime Alley. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Wouldn't have guessed with that name.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Good people live in Crime Alley too, though.
Yeah.
Important thing. Should probably get some work on that branding.
You could rename the street. Like, it's probably some applied deviance going on there. Is it? Yeah. No, wait. Applied deviance? Is that what I'm thinking of? No.
I don't know.
Yes? It's the thing where, like, if you call somebody a criminal enough, they will become a criminal. Or they'll act like a criminal because that's what they have taken to believing they are.
Mm-hmm.
That I think it's applied deviance. My my sociology teacher would be really disappointed in me right now.
It happens.
Yeah.
It is amazing to me that even though I never want to see Batman's parents die again in any other media, every time this show brings it up, it fucking hits immediately. It hits so good. Every time they do it.
I mean, because it's just good.
They're just extremely good at it. Like they give it like exactly the right amount of time, which is like 10 seconds.
I have is it possibly because, like, for me, the stuff I've seen, like, I think Batman Begins literally starts with that, right? We start with that crime scene, or we start with them getting shot, I believe.
Probably.
Because, like, for me,
it's been a long time since I watched Batman Begins.
I mean, yeah, same. I believe, for me, like, why this stuff here so hard is because we don't start, like, the show doesn't fucking, episode 0 isn't that. We're not told about this. We're not shown, like, an entire flashback, at least yet. Maybe we will.
No, every time when we're shown it, it's because of a thing that is like what Batman is feeling in this moment.
Yeah.
It is not because we need to know this plot thing. So we the filmmaker are showing you, the audience, this thing.
Yeah, and
that's the difference.
And that's the thing, right?
There's like emotional context to it for the character. That's what matters.
And they're super showing it, right? Like they're doing minimal, if any, telling. And it's just like, we know what fucking happened. We can see it.
Yeah. It's just about the feeling.
Yeah.
And the feeling for him specifically.
Yeah.
That he feels incredibly strongly.
No, that shit is incredibly well done. What a thing to do.
Because it's not like they've done it a lot already.
Yeah, it's not like that. Yeah,
is the thing. It's not like they've shied away from doing it. They will do it at any chance, but somehow it's just always good.
Well, because it would be it makes sense that it comes up a lot, but yeah, you're right. By tying it to, like, how he's feeling in a moment is important, because like that's when it would come up. If it was coming up in, like, shitty story exposition for whatever damn reason, like, who cares? But, like, I don't know. It's not
like the Amazing Spider-Man movies just telling us all about Peter's parents that he has no emotional attachment to at all, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're not the people that raised him.
Yep. Shit's great.
God, little Bruce watching the Gray Ghost.
I made a specific note about that. Seeing little Bruce watching Gray Ghost is so good. Was my
the Batcave is an exact replica of the Gray Ghost hideout.
Dude, finding out that it's just a replica,
just like making. He was really just a complete nerd for this TV show he watched.
Yeah, dude. Well, that and like there had to be a bit of like, like, I mean, within the literal context of the episode. It's like, oh, look what the gray, like, oh, you thought the gray ghost was nothing because like nobody cares about it and blah blah blah, but like this person cares about it, and look what this person is doing.
Yes,
there has to be a bit of that in like real life, right? Like bringing that thing.
Well, it's because like the writers of this cartoon cared about that show.
Yeah,
even if the kids that are now watching their new show don't know anything about that old one.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Man, that episode was so fucking good.
It is still funny to me to think like I was watching this show when I was like 5. And loving it.
Yeah. I find it funny as hell that Anya apparently watched like probably the entirety of it. Because I mean neither of us are as fucking ancient as you are, but by the time it came over to this side of the world, like you know, that delay, but like literally it was, she just watched it because it was on. She's like, it was like it was boring, you're always waiting for something to happen. I'm like, you watched all of Sailor Moon. It's not like incredibly more action packed, I don't think. I don't know, it was just funny to me.
There's less like waiting for the thing to happen in this than there is in Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon has ongoing plots where you're waiting for like the villain to do the thing.
Yeah,
these are just complete stories.
But as a kid, I guess you're waiting for like the action or something, or the funny. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't. You know, Sailor Moon also hits.
Sailor Moon is also good. True.
I mean, I get the vibe. I mean, I've told you the problem was I didn't have access to cartoons every day, so my watching it because it's on was that fucking weird ass Ultraman show that was on for kids. Like, I don't really feel strongly about this, but it's in front of me, and he's growing big. Ultraman turns big, and he hits stuff.
They had already destroyed children's entertainment by the time you were a child.
That's not entirely true.
Well, they just the ability to spend, the interest in spending money was much less. There was just less money being put into shows in the 4Kids era. Once Pokemon hit, Pokemon is the thing that did it. That changed.
Sure.
It just made there be less money in particularly in like broadcast. Like Cartoon Network still had stuff, but
I mean, I was there for
Nickelodeon.
I was there for recess. Was my purpose for watching, and other shit. I don't know.
Isn't Recess old by the time you're watching it?
Wow, what a prick. I don't think it was old. I was young, but it was like I was probably what, 3, 4, 5.
Recess. When did it start?
1997 was episode 1.
Oh,
was first aired date.
That's later.
So I was like 3 final episode hit in 2001. You assume some reruns or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
That one was great because my dad would watch it with me.
Again, that's still right before it's the money starts leaving.
Well, yeah. But I got like yeah, I was on the tail. I guess due to the power of reruns. Like I was.
Yeah.
I still caught shit.
Yeah.
There was definitely, there was a lot of trash on.
Yeah. I would just say like undeniably Pokemon changed things.
Yeah. Because
it was so cheap.
I don't think I ever saw Pokemon on like, I mean, occasionally, but again, my only, like if I was getting cartoons outside of a Saturday morning, that shit wasn't on broadcast television, man. Not in my fucking back
really
woods bullshit. I don't think.
That's no.
Not
They
that
aired
I
it in the
remember.
morning.
I don't.
They definitely aired it in the
I don't
morning,
remember.
and I think they aired it in the afternoon too.
I don't remember ever.
I don't know.
Okay, but like we just had like fucking ABC, NBC, CBC, or whatever, and like Fox and PBS. If it wasn't on those channels, I didn't ever encounter
Yeah, it was
it,
on the WB11.
so I never saw it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, and that was the thing, like other like shit like Power Rangers or whatever. That was only Saturday mornings, but there was like like the only cartoon I can remember that I enjoyed that wasn't educational was Sonic Underground would be on in the mornings, and I would catch it before school sometimes.
Sure.
Yeah, so I didn't have a ton of exposure was like the point of, you know. By the time whenever I got to a place that had like cable or satellite, like I didn't care what I was watching. I was fiending. But yeah, including Batman and Batman Begins. More Batman Begins, I guess, at that point. Early mid.
Do you mean Beyond?
Batman Beyond. That's what I said. What were you recording? You can't prove it. Yes,
You're the one recording
Batman,
yourself. That's
Batman. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking edit that shit. You're gonna look so silly for making a correction that was unnecessary.
Just trying to remember when Cartoon Networks got Pokemon. It was 2006 is when it left
Okay.
broadcast for cable, and they changed all the voice actors. Unless I could no longer watch the dub.
Yeah, I don't. I guess what would that have been? Like what era of Pokemon? Like is that
That's
Johto
in the
stuff?
It's Advance, and then it, like the tail.
Okay,
the
so it
end
would have
of
been with
the
like
Advance
so it would have been with like
May.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
I didn't. The only Pokemon I cared about was like the initial run or whatever.
Sure.
I had those VHS tapes, man.
Mm.
And I like. I mean, I feel like I caught. It was impossible not to catch some of it, wherever the fuck it was. Like saw the first movie at a friend's birthday party and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah. Yeah.
I remember that first movie. That was the first time I was like, nah, Pokemon's shit.
I remember you said you didn't like it at all.
I saw that movie in the theater, yeah. I was like, that was lame.
You didn't want to see Pokemon cry?
Well, now I find it hilarious, but at the time, I don't think it's good.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. Man,
It's not what I wanted.
I don't remember you. Speaking of movies, you mentioned we got a Batman movie.
Yep.
When's that coming up?
End of season 1, we're gonna watch it.
Okay.
The first
Oh, is
one.
it the one that you said like it could be kind of anywhere? Really?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's actually where this show does its version of like Batman's origin.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
But like it does like time passes stuff. Like
Sure.
a lot of these stories do.
Yeah. Oh, time. Watch out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. And then there are like I think there are 2 other movies for this Batman show. Although one of them is after the animation switch.
Gotcha.
And that one I didn't watch till way later. I didn't know that movie existed till way after the fact. I don't think I even knew about the second one till way after. But the first one I saw, because the first one I remember seeing in like the movie theater. They showed it at like the tiniest screen there.
Hell yeah. Hey, as long as they
I went
showed
to
it.
see
though.
it with my grandma.
You said
My grandma was like, "Wow, I didn't even. That movie was interesting. I didn't even fall asleep."
honestly like the best
like
compliment.
backhanded saying the rest of the shit you watch is terrible, but that was okay.
Imagine.
And I was like, yes, I'm aware. I'm aware that it's better than all the other kids programming I watch.
man, imagine living in a place that has movie theaters with actual, like, a variety of movies and things in them. Yeah, I saw your message about getting tickets to Kamen Rider. You piece of shit. I don't even think that's coming to this country.
It's getting one showing. There might have been one earlier that people have already gone to that I missed. But yeah, no, it's literally in. This is probably in that same tiniest theater in the movie theater. That same movie theater.
Hell yeah.
Even though, like, they've had some renovations, like the seats are the nice seats now, but
Yeah,
it's that same. It is that same theater where I saw Mask of the Phantasm.
Nice.
That same mall. Yeah, we got the Mad Hatter.
Yeah. That dude was the incel.
Uh-huh.
What a guy.
Yes, sir.
You know,
What a guy.
he was like zero redeeming qualities, but his writing was real good. Like his delivery on shit was pretty solid. Like when he's talking about, I don't know, like when they're walking through the park or whatever. Like
When he's
he
just
did
literally quoting Alice in
yeah,
Wonderland.
he did a good job.
Yes.
There was some stuff that I think wasn't from Alice in Wonderland. Maybe. Unless my knowledge is just that woefully low. Could be. But he had some longer stuff. I don't
Well,
think
Jabberwocky, I think, is just a different Lewis Carroll poem. But yeah.
Yeah. Great shit.
I like when he throws in, it's just, and it increases their strength.
Yeah.
How does that work? Ugh.
He's activating more of their brain power, dude. That's how it goes.
All their willpower has been turned into physical strength. He's respect them.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Respect their characters.
He doesn't even have like hats. Like he just puts what's her name? Marvis? He just like puts the card on her hair, like slightly in her hair.
Yeah.
Just
Uh-huh.
sticks.
That's very good technology.
I mean, yeah,
That's-
electricity is
extremely
a little
good.
static. It's sticky.
It's like, what is that? Bluetooth before Bluetooth.
I love how he has the fucking mice bring him a cup of tea. He's just sitting there like being miserable, and they're bringing him tea.
Yeah.
I think. What do you think? Aside from him being if you hadn't seen him being a piece of shit earlier, and he wasn't going to clearly fucking use a mind control card on Alice, and he shows up to her door, right? And he does like the Gotham can be a wonderland. You think that's still no good? Because like she seemed fine with it. Like it seemed like she enjoyed herself. I mean, she still calls him a friend. So like, it wasn't going that way, but like, I don't know. He seemed fine-ish there if he wasn't like terribly
Also,
motivated.
Mind controlling the people that, I don't know. Like he was mind controlling the guy who was giving them a ride.
I mean,
He was already beyond the point of just, but yeah, like he could have just paid a dude.
he's a researcher with what fucking money?
I'm saying in a theoretical situation.
He's
where he would say better
creating
person.
technology that'll make the company billions. You think he's gonna get a fucking paycheck? No. Yeah.
Well,
no,
not if he refuses to show his work to his boss.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird. I mean,
Although it is extremely like middle manager energy of like the head boss is like, fine, yeah, take the time, whatever. The middle manager's like, you fucking better get your get on this.
It's your head next time.
One more time.
Yeah.
It's like this is Bruce Wayne is Microsoft, and then this is what happened to Redfall.
Oh my god. What a pull.
It's like, yeah, we're hands off. Yeah, this is all fine. Manager's actually running the thing.
Get it
Pieces
fucking
of
done.
garbage. We have to make all the money so that I can get promoted.
Yeah. I mean,
He made her say off with his head.
yeah, they definitely just did the full Queen of Hearts bit.
Uh-huh.
Full
Yeah.
on.
That was all she could say. Off with his head. She says it like 5 times or something.
It's a lot. But then, like,
Well, look, she's
man,
she's an automaton with one piece of
dude, they got
programming.
did we even see like Alice being controlled? Like, we saw her with the device on, but did we see her doing anything? I just remember sitting there like a fucking soulless husk.
Yeah, that's all he.
And that was
says
like
her.
grim.
It's fucked up.
I was like, this is what you want? This is terrible. It's like,
I mean, it's not what he wanted, but it's
Look.
all he could get.
yeah.
It's what he's willing to settle for.
Ugh.
Stoop to.
Yeah.
I do love. I love Batman coming up, being confronted with a maze, and he just jumps on the and like starts hopping from wall to wall.
Hey, that's fucking me in Tears of the Kingdom. We've constructed a labyrinth for you. Oh, really? Is there a ceiling on this labyrinth?
No,
There was not. Yeah, it was good shit. Yeah,
but there's always some fucking death trap just that's been built by someone else lying around.
yeah.
My favorite one is in Joker's Favor, where like just next to the policeman's ball, there's just like a replica of a temple that has death traps.
Yeah.
That shit's so funny.
I mean, also
It's like, yeah, here's their fucking spike pit.
yeah, that, oh my god, the fucking shot from him, like when he's hiding under the door, the trap door.
like-
It's so good.
Yeah.
The way they use just his eyes in the darkness is so good. Gets me
Yeah.
every time. We also had a great like the Nostromos episode. Like, yeah, we got all these planets flying around and they're super cool and like, you know, mystical or whatever. Also, Saturn can fucking split a person in half. Like, just the most okay. Sure.
like the transition of just of like them still trying to convince that guy to sign the paperwork, and then suddenly his daughter is
Dude,
tied to this
yeah.
planet.
It's like you had him in the palm of your hand. All you had to do was not be an ass. Like, you literally just had to keep up the act for another 2 seconds. You didn't even need to
No.
capture his daughter.
That is like, no, it's just very funny. Like, you went through all this work only to like at the last minute you're just like,
Fuck it.
well, what if we just kidnapped his daughter and forced him to sign this paperwork under duress instead of tricking him? It's like,
God.
probably could have tricked him.
Also, I totally misunderstood the contract that was there, because earlier we learned that like when Bruce Wayne is like, huh, and let me guess, he has complete control. And what's his name is like, oh no, like if he wants to use any of it, I have to sign. I foolishly thought that this meant like if he wants to use my specific money, he has to sign.
No.
And like that's how it is for everyone. And then cut to 15 min later, turns out like just one asshole is needed to for all of these people.
Yes.
It's like, no, I have to go tell everybody else. He's like, no, you don't. Just sign. That's not anything. Yeah. Shit's great.
Stromos didn't have access to all of it, but that guy did.
Yeah, he just apparently just fucking ridiculous.
I don't think that if they took Stromos to court, I don't think it would hold up, but
In Gotham Court, it might.
maybe.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about Gotham Court. Fucking Roland Daggett's out here. Turn the man into a goop man. Next time we see him, he's fine. He's back on his bullshit.
He's good.
I do like the episode ends with him still in custody, but then just next time he's just back on.
Yeah, he's too powerful.
He's out here trying to blow up buildings so he can buy the land.
I mean,
Real estate schemes.
I like seeing it. I mean, I don't like him, but I like watching it.
Yeah.
Like the classic at the end, where Batman's like caught them, and he just plays it off like, "Oh, you caught the criminals responsible," blah blah blah. But like Batman is tied to the law, so he can't do anything about it. Shit's good.
They just wanted to bring that voice actor back.
Yeah, whatever, do it. I don't give a fuck.
He's played by Ed Asner.
I don't know. You think I know who that is?
The old man from Up.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man, they got the old man from Up? That can't possibly be the only thing he's done that I know. How do you spell his name?
Of course not. Ed, E-D, Asner.
Thank you. I didn't need the
A-S-N-E-R.
first name spelling. Fucking thank you.
Yeah, but it's much funnier for me to still say that one.
Career. Filmography. Oh man, when they got a separate filmography page.
He will go on to play Granny Goodness in Superman.
Hell yeah. What the fuck is Pinocchio in The Emperor of Night? Incredible. Okay, JFK, I know of. What do you fucking you hit me with old man from Up? He was Santa Claus and Elf. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yep.
Unbelievable. This guy. Yeah, I mean, this guy's been in a lot. He plays like he's in a lot of Christmas films.
Yes. He's in a lot of things.
Yeah, this is a big article.
He's on the Mary Tyler Moore show in the 70s.
Do you think I know what the 70s are?
Yeah, that's when Star Wars was invented.
And subsequently ruined. Yeah, I remember. That part I remember.
Look.
What?
Star Wars wasn't ruined till like at least the 80s.
Nope, that's the default. That's the duality of Star Wars existing. As soon as it happened, it was great and awful. Because of its destiny.
It was a great and terrible thing.
Yeah, you got it. Anyway.
And then we had Batman in a straitjacket.
We did have Batman in a straitjacket, that's true. And he still, like, won.
Mm-hmm.
Unsurprisingly.
Yeah, see, Batman gets fear toxined.
That definitely...
He's not a little puss like Robin.
That
he
intro,
can handle it.
That intro definitely...
He just sees it.
It struck me as, like, one of those, like, the old Superman covers that you've shown me. It's like Batman's in Arkham. Like, what happened?
Oh yeah.
Totally in that vibe.
Silver Age cover. That's we're gonna show you the most ridiculous things so that you have to buy the comic.
Yeah, man. It totally had that vibe.
And then but inside it will never be satisfying or as real as this seems.
Yeah.
It will be like an alternate world or something. It will all be explained away. But
yes.
for this moment, to sell you, to hook you.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm having a very good time. Like after the first batch, like who would have fucking thought that the next 14 episodes would be just as good? Wild. Go figure.
Yeah, man. This show's just good. It's just good.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Solid Circle Podcast, gmail.com, Solid Circle Pod on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels.
I'm not.
You can see me posting or have posted Urusei Yatsura panels. This episode's not going up for a long time.
Yeah.
So that'll be in the rearview mirror by the time you hear this, but is a thing I did.
Maybe you'll still be doing it. Just never stop.
Maybe, but that'll mean I will have slowed down in reading it. Honestly, if anything. I'll probably have seen Shin Kamen Rider by the time this goes live. Also, almost certainly.
I mean, that makes sense.
Definitely.
Makes sense.
Definitely. I should clarify. Definitely, I will have seen Shin Kamen Rider before this goes up. Because that's like
don't suppose that's
5 days.
Don't suppose that's
3 days.
Is that hitting the internet?
Not anytime soon.
Great.
You're gonna have to wait on that one, bud.
You know, I do identify with the people who are like, shit, we have to like go to a theater to see films? As someone not in a place that gets like any movies in English.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like the online releases.
Yep.
Whatever.
Well, look, I skipped out. I didn't see Shin Ultraman in theaters, even though they did show it in theaters here. But I'm not gonna miss out again.
Yeah, that was fair. That would have been a good one to see in theaters.
It would have been. I would have seen it way earlier then.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Peace.